Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to SugarTube TV. This is part 2 of the Brands Hatch Super Tourer weekend with the CTCRC racing the Imp in the Historic Pre-66 class. Got 3 races, or 2 races tonight, and a practice for you to watch. Obviously, I didn't finish the races due to my water leak, but there's plenty of action going on, so I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for joining me again. I look forward to seeing you all on Sunday at 7. Have a great week. Bye for now.
Look at them clouds. Whew. Russell has abandoned me and is now helping James. He's over there somewhere. So fair play to him. Now I'm underneath here and I'm just doing a bit of a donut joint report. Everything looks very good. I'm really pleased with these. They've worked well. I've checked them all, not worked loose or anything. What is interesting is the trailing arm joints, or the bolts that hold them on. I've just got a little smidge out of them again. So yeah, it's all looking good. I think we'll hopefully it'll rain for the practice, which will be useless for me because I'm on obviously I'm on dry tyres. I haven't got any wets, but then for race 1 it's going to dry up and we should get a good race with James.
Okay, it's day 2 of the Super Touring weekend. This is the Indy circuit and this is practice early in the morning. So I'm just going to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on, and then I'm going to go quiet so that you can enjoy the sound of my little engine revving its heart out. So this is like the first lap. I'm just warming oil up and taking it real easy because this is the first time out since the back tyre incident yesterday where obviously I realised I had no grip on that outside rear. So just taking it real easy and just letting everything warm up and feeling how the car, make sure everything's still okay. Which it did seem to be. I was confident that the water leak was fixed because the grey glue had a chance to set overnight on the water cooler that was fractured. So yep, thought, oh, we're home driving for a good day's racing today. So yeah, there's Brendan Rooney and the little A40. Good to see Brendan out. It's his 4th race this year. He's come a long way so quickly. You can't believe it's only his 4th race meeting, and he's literally on the pace with the other imps that have been doing it for years. So hats off to him there. Really good. I mean, he has got it in his blood. He's got a very famous granddad called Dan Rooney, who used to race a space frame imp, and his dad's also raced a space frame imp, so it's in his blood. That little yellow and blue Anglia there was a chap called Freddie Brown. Now Freddie used to have a racing Hillman imp. Unfortunately, he sold it and bought the Anglia, as I think he just wanted to try something different. So he's been enjoying his Anglia. I had a nice catch up with him. He's had a bit of a break from racing and he's come back to it and he was really enjoying himself. So great to see Freddie there. That little Lotus Cortina just flew past me and left me there. Obviously, I am still just warming oil temperature and gearbox oil up and stuff. I like to just get my 3 laps in first so that I definitely qualify for the race before we start going too crazy. You can just see there I've got absolutely no grip from my new second-hand rear tyre that I fitted. Interesting, I did have a phone call this morning from somebody who watched last night's video from Brands Hatch day 1, with the Grand Prix circuit, and he basically said to me, what you did with them tyres was ridiculous. Apparently, obviously I had 4 old bald tyres and the car was quite well balanced, and then I replaced the passenger side rear tyre with another old tyre that had tread on it, and basically that is what this bloke reckons has caused all the imbalance in the car, because I've got 3 bald tyres that have gone hard one way, and then I've got 1 new hard tyre that's gone off another way, and it's got 4 other tread on it. So he says, what were you thinking? It was never going to work that. Just buy some tyres. So did you see that Jag come past there? How fast is that Jag? It's a 3.8 Mark II Jag, absolute flying machine. It won both the races last year, and I was just, I thought, how has he got that? It's got wire wheels on it, and it's just drove past me like I was stood still. Amazing. There's so much more to come from my car, but I mean, that thing's obviously tuned to, absolute state of brilliance, really. And that Mini, the way it come past there. Another Lotus Cortina flying past. So I'm being very, very nervous through Paddock Hill Bend there, because the last thing I want to do is go off the track again at that sort of speed. It's not a good place to find yourself off track. So yeah, the tyre, as it gets warmer, it does get better, to be fair to it. And after practice, we did discover that the shock absorber had a little bit of play in it, so we fixed that, but you'll see more of that in the video in a minute. So as we're going round here, yesterday we turned hard left here, which was a corner that was really important to get right before the straight onto the long GP circuit. But today we're just turning right here and come around this big long corner onto the straight, which just made a complete hash of there. Trying to drift the car, but just didn't have enough grip. Anyway, yeah, so that it's basically it's like a double loop. It's a fantastic track, especially from the spectator point of view. If you ever get the opportunity to go to Brands Hatch and watch Brands Indy, if you get in the grandstand, you can see the whole track. So yeah, a bit like going to stock cars without the contact. You know, you can see the whole track all the way around. That's me signalling to someone on a fast lap just to come through, so they've got an idea which way to go, because obviously last thing you want to do is cut them up thinking that you're on a fast lap and then they're coming through and we get a collision. So try and do a few hand signals just so people know, just give them an idea that you have seen them and what you intend to do and where you intend for them to go, sort of thing. Just common sense, really. So coming through here, I do love that. I absolutely love that little S bit there. It's brilliant, and when the imp's on song through there, you can make good space up. You really can. And this corner, to be fair. And the straight, you know, it's not that long that it causes a massive speed differential issue in the imp. You know, I was pulling just under 9,000 at the end of the straight here. So I think it's probably a good 100 mile an hour. That, you know, it's not a disrespectful top speed, to be fair. I think I'm right in saying this car coming up in front of me is... What car is that? Is it an imp? It is. Oh, it's Mike Loveland. So I just remember practice as being the race where, there's cheeky Adrian Oliver come through on the blues. I wouldn't have let him through. I've let him through because I was letting the Cortina through. That's Robin Slater. Now, I've raced with Robin for years because Robin used to race in the HSCC. So, yeah, it's all good. I think I'll start to wind it on a bit now because I'm thinking, crikey, I can't have Robin past me. I should be able to deal with Robin, even on my old tyres, but his Lotus Cortina was actually quite quick. He wasn't that quick years ago in his Anglia. But, yeah, so I'm going to pipe down now and let you get on with the video, and I'll rejoin you for race one.
Okay, YouTubers, it's Sunday morning. We've just done practice in the Hillman. I'm pleased to say that the water repair with the glue. Thank you, David, who came to help me, has held. Practice was awesome, it was great fun. Really enjoyed it. But I had a clunk at the back, and the back end was still extremely leery. I felt like it was just trying to catch me out all the time, so I'd keep it a bit in reserve so I didn't make an idiot of myself in the gravel. Anyway, I've videoed it all so you can watch that. But this top joint here, you can't really see it, but there's play in it, so we're going to have a look and see if that could possibly be causing some of the lairiness. It's like the car wants to chuck you in the when it comes out of its slide, it tries to kick you the way. You'll see on the in-car. I have no idea. I mean, using old tyres out of an old yard isn't the best thing, but this tyre has got good tread on it, and it has, you know, buffed off now. It's scrubbed off. I don't believe it's a tyre, although there's no question there's a second lap in this car in a set of tyres. But as we're just racing as a guest, there's no point going crazy investing in tyres. So we'll get this shocker off, and then we'll get ready for race one.
Okay, welcome back. I'll just start by saying a few words and then I'll leave you to the race. This is race 1 of 2, so this is the start of the Indy circuit race. Obviously I qualified just behind Adrian there, and I think James is quite a way up the grid. He did really well. So we've had some rain, so I've got the wipers on, which I did forget to turn off, unfortunately. So what I've not realised at this stage is, for some reason, between being parked in Parc Ferme and being let out onto the grid, they decided to put a board out saying it's been declared a wet race, which means we get 2 formation laps before we are racing, sort of thing. So I'm still thinking it's 1 formation lap. So very embarrassingly, in a minute you'll see the lights go green flashing. I think it's time to start the race, and I'm thinking, crikey, these lot are really reserved here. I can run rings round them. I seem to have more grip than them, but they weren't racing. They were just cruising, waiting for another lap before the start of the race. And I did twig eventually, but myself and a few others had started the race, and I was thinking, crikey, they really are being conservative in this weather. They must have less grip than me. So we're coming onto the straight now. That's me just trying to put some heat in the back tyres. Trying to get my foot down. So it's green flashing light. We were looking for a green constant light, but I thought, well, green flashing isn't red, so green means go to me. So I thought, oh right, we're off. So put my foot down. Thought, oh crikey, that Jag's taking it easy. He's normally mustard. He must have no grip in the wet. I suppose it's a big car. So I thought, oh, I'll just cruise through it and see how we go. And I thought, oh, it's going to be all right. We're going to do all right. And overtook the Jag here. Might do the Black Anglia next. So we get round here. I think you know, not much grip, and oh yeah, got my foot down there thinking we're off. And then I sort of twigged. I thought, these lot aren't racing, are they? So fell back into line. Very embarrassing. But yeah, as I say, there was a board apparently hung down on the left hand side, but I completely missed it as I came out of the Parc Ferme onto the dummy grid. So my mate Mike Loveland there signalling me to go past, because obviously he was just behind me. So we get back into our formation, and then I completely fluff the start here. Absolute waste of time. I still wasn't that sure what was going on, to be perfectly honest with you, but put foot down too early and then ended up on the brakes, and what a mess. Anyway, it's all good. We're still running, so it's green flashing there, and then I think you can just see in the corner on the left hand side of the screen it goes green constant, which means we're racing, but I'm doing 15 mile an hour in the wrong gear, so just get totally mugged. Mike Loveland, Mike the mower, Mike the misfire, and this is David Ellis in the yellow imp on the outside. He's also took me on the first corner, so I'm thinking, crikey. Well, I've still got that little theory in my head where, you know, I know that a lot of accidents happen in the first few corners, so I thought if I can just keep it at 80%, that just gives me that little bit of ability to anticipate an incident happening and take evasive action rather than ploughing into the accident and becoming part of it. So yeah, it has saved me a few times using this rule of not being flat out on the first few corners. So I'm just cruising around and I can see that everyone's being fairly cautious, considering it's just a bit, the moisture does put people off obviously, but as I had no grip in the first place, it didn't bother me too much. So I think we've managed to draw alongside Mike here, and then we've got the Brendan Rooney, grandson of Dan Rooney, ahead. So trying to keep up with him, and then I think that's Adrian or the back of him in front of him. So I'm still very, very nervous of this corner, although I have to be honest, since we bolted the shuckles over back on the car properly, it did feel better. I did feel a little bit more confident with it. Obviously the big Falcon there struggling for grip, loads of horsepower but loads of weight, so it's probably quite a handful to handle around this track. So yeah, I'm going to sneak up the inside of him I think here. Anyway, I'm going to pipe down and let you get on with the video. Okay, so I'll just rejoin you here. Just want to say, absolutely love racing with Adrian. Another great imp driver, respectful, clean, you know, great spatial awareness. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic. Thanks to Adrian. So that was great, but unfortunately, if you've got this on the big screen, you'll have noticed my temperature has started to fluctuate. I had spotted it, but I wasn't going to pull off till I got past him. Anyway, I've pulled off now because I can see that we've run low on water with the leak. So basically, it's the temperature's fluctuating when it's got water, when it's not water going around. So I pulled off. Okay, here we are for race 2, which is also on the Indy circuit. So we fixed the water leak again after the first race, and it's actually sealed, and we think we're all home dry with it. It's going to work this time. So I've got big dreams in my head of like, oh, we're going to win this race, we're going to beat James and, you know, do really well. So it's a single lap this time on the green flag, and then we go straight into racing as we cross the line. So just approaching Druids here now. Obviously, because I didn't finish the first race, I'm right at the back of the grid as a non-qualifier, basically. So I'm like 29th on the grid or something. But that doesn't matter because I've got an idea of a theory in my head about this start. So just putting some heat in the back tyre there, trying to get some heat in that old treaded tyre that I put on the outside. So yeah, I'm going to kind of try and make a decent start this time and try and catch up to the imps. That was the plan anyway, because I really wanted to win the race for the eldest son who was watching in the grandstand. So anyway, it wasn't meant to be, as you'll see shortly. But unfortunately, the cooler continued to fracture and moved to a new place, and then leaked only a tiny dribble, but enough to lose the coolant over 5 or 6 laps. And I saw the temperature start to fluctuate as the pump was picking air up and not pushing the coolant around properly. So this is coming onto the main straight here, and they did say as soon as you see a green light, you're racing. So I thought, right, so we can overtake before the start line. Green lights for racing, so I saw everyone go for it, and I thought, I'm not going to get mugged off again here. We'll get our foot down early and try and make a decent start. So I've got it in second gear, ready to go. So it starts to wind it up now, and yeah, I thought, oh, it's going well this. We're going to make a few places. So there's David Ellis in the yellow in there. He was going really well this weekend. And there's the other 3 imps, and I've just gone past Brendan as well. And that Mini, how did that Mini get around that corner? That was me on my nasty tyre there, trying to lose it on the first corner. So tucked in behind James. I thought, oh, great, we're in here. And then I just got mugged by my mate here, and David. He just come around the outside of me. I thought, that's an Andy Jones manoeuvre, that. You just pulled on me there, pal. So obviously there's the Ford Falcon. You can tell it weighs a ton because it just carries on the grass for about 3 miles before it comes to a standstill. So I'm cruising along, and I'm thinking, right, remember the rule, 80%, Andy, keep a bit in reserve in case someone falls off, so you can take avoiding action and not become part of their accident. So I'm trying to keep it as sensible as I can. Little red Mini there. Thought that one wasn't as quick as the white one, fortunately. So I was able to get past that one. And I still think I'm in the game here. Oh no, I'm not, because the red Mini's just overtook me. So I think, oh, we're really going well here. And then, I don't know really what happened, but I seem to end up stuck behind David. And David's done James round the outside of Paddock Hill. And he didn't even go sideways. So, yeah, quite impressive. But I'm thinking to myself, can I go on the outside of James? No, that's not going to work. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll pipe down now, let you enjoy the video, and yeah, a little look up the inside there, but there wasn't the space, and then let you enjoy the sound of the engine. I thought we'd do a quick summary. Just finished, well not finished, just had to finish early of race 2. Bloody oil cooler, perforated. Don't know what's going on with it. We tried to repair it with some grey glue, but you can see there, cooler's leaking, so that's us out for the day, I'm afraid. But it's been a top weekend, so we can live to fight another day, hopefully. Right, chaps, just doing a very quick goodbye interview. We've just finished race 2 now. Where are you going, David? Don't run off, you're next. This is Brendan. Brendan, where did you come in the second race?
Third in class, I believe.
Good drive, mate. You were flying.
Yeah, wasn't quite up to the pace of the others, but they were having a good battle, which gave me chances to catch up.
Yeah. No, it was. I really enjoyed my 5 or 6 laps looking at you in the mirror.
Yeah,
But
I don't think it was that long.
right. Okay. Well, we'll leave that one at that. I'll go and find Mike the mower, Mike the misfire, Mike the digestive biscuit. How are we doing?
Good.
Enjoyed the weekend.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's ups and downs, as you know what it's like.
I have to say, when I saw you on Saturday morning on your side having a little sleep, I thought, oh no, he's wrecked it, but no damage.
No, not a mark on it. Didn't even break the door mirror or anything. I know.
Oh, mate.
If you're going to roll a car, that's the way to do it.
The only thing you could have styled that out better is if you just put your hand and use your mega muscles to push the car back onto its wheels and then put it in gear, reverse out of the gravel and set off again.
Yeah, I remember that. Thanks.
Yeah,
I'll try that next time.
That would
right?
be mega.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It was a good weekend. I had a good race. Just finished second to 80.
81.
Yeah.
With his new engine. Oh.
Yeah, by 0.3 of a second. So
That's quick, mate. I love how the cars are all so together.
Yeah.
For my 5 laps or whatever before my water ran out of water, I was just loving life. I was thinking, I need to get some steel doors, new tyres, wheel alignment, and come and race with you properly.
I think 5 cars were split by 1.3 seconds.
Mate,
Well, look at this.
He's brought some of my food eats that sort of stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, thank you anyway.
That's right.
Right, we'll have a quick. Well, hey, nice to see you.
And you. Thank you very
great
much.
Weekend. It's been
good.
I'm really looking forward to Croft at the
so
BTCC
am I.
weekend.
That'd be good.
When you and James are support race, aren't you, for the big boys?
For the BT.
That'll
BTCC.
That'll be mega, mate.
So watch it. It will be on ITV4 on the Sunday. The Sunday's live on ITV4 with the touring cars.
Oh, is it?
Don't miss it.
29th of
26th, 27th, 28th of July, that weekend, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and
Brilliant.
the Sunday is live. 2 races.
Oh wow! I hope it rains.
ITV4.
And James gets a bit between his teeth. That'll be good,
Yeah,
won't
that'd
it?
be good.
Well,
Yeah.
and you as well, obviously.
Thanks,
Right.
Andy.
Wicked, nice one. Right, where's it? We need the Rooney. Let's get the Rooney. Are you proud of the boy or what?
I'm eating some grapes.
You're eating grapes?
Yeah, no.
Trying to do
Yeah.
preserve yourself. We're not getting into that, mate.
Yeah.
The boy was awesome, wasn't
Yeah, he done well, yeah.
he? You must be very proud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's done
brilliant, mate.
He needs to get it up there another bit.
Right, well, we'll look forward to seeing you at Croft and we'll hopefully get.
Oh, yeah, we're spannering for mine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'd be awesome. Can't wait.
Happy days you're there, aren't you?
Yeah. James, I know you're busy, mate. Sorry. I'm just doing like a bit of a summary of the weekend. I just wondered if you had any few words to say. Something went wrong, didn't it? And we're not quite happy.
No, it was all right. It was a good weekend. It was just, that last one I just didn't. Went to go for second going into clearways and just didn't give it a big enough flip. And oh, hang on, my car's rolling away. It just cut out going through clearways. So just heartbreaking. I've managed to get past, because you all mugged me on the start, and then managed to sort of slowly work my way back through again. And then, lost it. I didn't quite have enough time to catch you.
Could be worse. You could have broke down again.
I know. Yeah, but once it's reliable, it'll be good, won't it?
Oh, mate, I'll get some tyres on it. I've got the bit. I say all this. What'll happen now is the car will go in the box and it won't come out for
Well, that's the trouble.
6 months or a week. We can do Fruxton. It might come out a week before Fruxton. Too busy with other things, but if you want to get the best out of these things, use the best parts and put some time into it, proper time. Anyway, mate.
Do you want to drop it off at Milton Keynes on the way?
I'd love to get in a car that finished the race. It'd be amazing. I think I am particularly hard on it, but that water cooler was just bad luck.
Well, had that survived, it would have been fine.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Okay, we saved the best to last. This is Mr. Adrian Oliver. Adrian, you did very well in that second race. You managed to win the class. That was very good, that mate. Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was,
Anything to say? Sorry.
yeah, I was pleased with that. I was trying to keep with James, and then he had a little hiccup which got me past, and then I thought, oh, that's all right, getting a bit of a gap going, and then suddenly Mike turns up, so had a bit of work to do there. I had to be careful, and then I saw him sort of slide out a bit of the druids and thought, well, that's giving me a little buffer, so
Brilliant.
just had to concentrate on speed, try and get better on the brakes. I'm a bit casual on the braking.
Mate, I'm nervous. That car has reduced me to a nervous wreck. It's like it jerks off everywhere. I'm gonna try and that's probably the wrong term, that isn't it? But it like when it comes out of its slide, it like kicks you the opposite way, and you just don't know where it's going. So yeah, we're gonna do some work on it for maybe Thruxton. When's your next race then?
Is that Thruxton? I presume, is it?
Yeah, have we got a bit of time?
I
Like
was debating.
2 months or something.
Yeah.
We could do with a bit of a break, really, to
Your
get.
tracking played with on.
I know, yeah. Well, anyway, listen, I'm just waffling on now. So, well done, and safe journey home, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, thanks for the engine. That was a powerhouse, that is.
Well done. Brilliant.